morning, friends. This is Sabir from PS Automotive, Sterling Heights, Michigan. We have a new project. I'd like to share it with you guys. Let's go in. As you know, we are at Metro Parkway, 7843, Sterling Heights, Michigan. Let's shut this door because this road is busy, which is good for us. We have a new project. We have a new Ford Mustang. Customer brought to us. Beautiful red, beautiful red. I love the car. What we need to do, what we are going to do, they brought some Roush parts. They really like the car, the way it rides. They're not looking for a performance. They're looking for a little bit more throaty sound, a little bit more muscular sound out of the car. So they bought Roush Performance exhaust. These are the Roush Performance exhaust. We are going to mount on the car. We're going to change the exhaust. So what I like to do a before and after sound video and see what the effects are for the mufflers we're putting on. So I'm going to start the car up. We'll do some before sound. So as you can tell, it's a normal sound, the car, just like the car comes from the factory. So we'll do a after video, after we mount those mufflers. It's gonna make it a little bit more throatier. That's what customer is looking for. Also, if you look at their brake pads, brake calipers, right now they're from the factory, they're silver, and they're cast. So they like to match it with red because it'll look really good. So we got some caliper covers, which are red, and we're gonna mount those on the car too. So that will look really nice. It'll match the color of the car. It'll look really nice. So we'll keep you guys posted as the work goes on, as we make progress. Then we'll make a one after video to show you what the difference is. So we have this Mustang up in the air. We are going to do the exhaust system. I like to show you, it's always better to mark before you cutting, because once you cut it, it's done. So I took a permanent marker and marked the area where I'm going to make the cut. And we're going to take the saw. We're going to start cutting. We're going to replace that with the new one. So friends, as you can see, we made a cut, and I took a file and filed it around the surface because this is the surface this muffler pipe is going to slide over. So I put the pin in first to line it up, put the clamp in, slide in place, make sure it's sitting tight, and make sure you straighten the back. Looks good so far. I'm gonna try to put the tip on, see how the tip fits. Then we'll line everything up, then we'll fit it. So you slide the clamp on the tip, slide the tip. Looks beautiful, it matches perfect with the angle, equal on both sides. So first I wanna tie this bolt up because that will determine the position off the center of the tip in the back of the car. So I'm going to tighten it. Clamp is tight, sitting nice and firm. Now what I like to do, I like to lower the car so I can see the position of the tip. I want to make sure it's perfectly straight. I'm going to lower the car a little bit. Clear? Coming down. So at this height, we can see if the tip is aligned perfectly with the car. So we want to make sure the tip is aligned. It says Roush on top of the tip. So another thing you can do, just make sure the laddering is perfectly on top. That should tell you tip is perfectly aligned. So if you go back and look at it, it looks really nice. Go from the side because we got a side cut. Make sure the side cut looks good. Yeah, this is really good right here. I'm going to tighten it right here. Look at it one more time. It still looks good. Reposition it. Looks really nice. Really nice. So friends, as you can see, it's a very simple installation to add just the exhaust, slip-on exhaust on back of the car just to make it sound a little bit more throatier. If I can do it with my dress shirt and dress pants on, I know you friends can do it anytime. It's really simple to do. Now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, then I'll show you friends how the car sounds. As you can see, we're cutting the other side now. That side is on. We'll make final adjustments where both of them on so we can see how they look from the back of the car. We'll take this muffler out. There you go. Put that on the floor. As I said, it's a good to sand. Take a file the rough edges on the pipe, because that's where the pipe is going to slide over. No sharp edges, and it's safe too. Once you're working on it, you don't really want to sharp objects. You can get your hand cut. Make sure you wear your safety gloves. Now this pipe is cut. Now we're going to slide the other aftermarket slip-on exhaust. Slide the clamp over, always like we did on the other side. And make sure the clamps match. Sometimes we have this clamp facing this way. If we put this clamp facing the other way, it do not look good. Every time somebody look at the bottom of the car, this way your work is clean. Both of the clamps look exactly this symmetrically because both of the exhausts are symmetrically opposite. So we slide the clamp same way on the other side. We're gonna put the pin in first for alignment on the top. Then we're gonna slide the can. Perfect. Then we put the clamp on. Just wanna make sure it's straight. I'm gonna bring the tip. Roush makes a really, really good product. And it's so nice to work with a product when it's made well, fits perfect. Again, I'm gonna use the clamp same way, but this side, this way. I'm gonna slide the tip over, put the clamp on top of the tip. So as you can tell, this needs to come out a little bit. This way. There you go. Now I'm going to tighten it just to snug fit. Then we can make the final adjustment as we go. I'm going to make this snug fit. Perfect. Okay, right here. Now, I'm gonna make sure this lines up. Right here. This looks beautiful. I'm gonna tighten it. They don't really need to be over tightened. You just wanna make sure they fit really nice. Don't need to over torque. Now, I'm going to look at the tips. I'm going to lower the car a little bit so I make sure the tips are perfectly aligned. Coming down. Let's look at the tips from this angle. This looks really good here. I'm going to tighten this one. Looks good. Here. Okay. Yeah, they both look even. Now let's load the car and I'm going to start it up, see what the difference is in the sound. I'm going to lower the car. It has a really nice grunt to it. Perfect sound, not annoying. It's throatier, it sounds good. So friends, thank you so much for watching. Now we're gonna move on to the caliper covers for this car. As we go, we'll show you the progress. So we're gonna remove the tire. It's very simple installation. Just take your time. Don't need to rush it. Because you gotta take your time when you're working on something really nice. Don't need to rush on anything. Take your time. That way you don't scratch anything. You don't break anything. Just take your time and do a good job. Got the tire off, the car. Now as you see, the caliper is bare. It's pretty simple installation. We really, it comes with these brackets, and really you need a 10mm ratchet take the nuts off. And this bracket, as you can see, it's a U bracket. Basically, you line the bracket right where the rotor is, just as you sliding the bracket with the rotor, and just push it in, and it fits right in. Very simple installation. We're going to do top is on. Then now we're going to do the bottom same way. Take the nut off. As I said, the screw end outside, just line it just like you're sliding on the rotor, and just push it. There you go, just like that. Now we take our caliper. The rear ones are a little bit smaller. When you install them, you will know they're a little bit smaller size than the front. So you put, it fits right on those, and you put the nuts on top. So now we install the nuts on top. And those do come with the lock washer. I'm going to tighten it. Don't need to be over tightened because they have no pressure or tension on it when your car is running. That's it. Just check the clearance one more time. Make sure everything it looks really nice. We'll put the gloves back on. I'll throw the tire on it and show you how it looked like. And every time you're working on the lug nuts on the tires, make sure you start them with hand. Don't ever try to use a torque wrench and use a torque wrench to start the thread on all the lug nuts. Because once you cross thread it, then you're going to be in a big trouble. It just takes a little bit of more time, but then you know it's done right. You start all by hand, then you finish them with the torque wrench. And even then, you just tighten it up, snug them fit, drop the car on the floor, then look at the specification of the car because every manufacturer got a different specification for their torque. Then you use a torque wrench and you torque them to the right specs. Really, really important because these wheels are spinning sometimes 130 mile an hour, sometimes 160 mile an hour. So we want our drivers to be safe. So I started them on. Now I can use a torque wrench. I'm going to slug them. That's it. So now we can drop the car and we can torque it. So the rears are done. As you can see, looks really nice. Check the clearance. Make sure nothing is hitting, nothing is touching. That looks beautiful. And it's pretty simple. Look at the other side, we have already done it. Exhaust are on. This side is already done. Looks really nice with those gray wheels. Now the calipers are bright red, same matching color as the car. So again, we're going to work on the fronts, then we'll guys show you guys the whole car, how it looks. Hey friends, as we're working on this Mustang, it's all complete. I want to thank Jack Roush Industries, to providing a really good instructions how to install the slip-on exhaust. It worked beautiful. It looks beautiful, sounds really nice as you saw. And we got the brake calipers already installed. Caliper covers, they match the car. As you see, the rear and the front. And I'm gonna back this car up so we can look at it, hear it. Really nice sound, really nice grunt to it, not annoying, but really nice. Now you can see the calipers on, the car is ready. Before I deliver this car, what I'm going to do, I'm going to polish it, make sure it looks really nice. Then I'm going to call our customer and say, come get your car, it's done. Oh, this looks beautiful. Beautiful, it sets the car off with those red caliper covers. Beautiful car, he's gonna enjoy it. Guys, again, thank you so much for watching this Sabir at PS Automotive. Please come see us. We're in Sterling Heights, Michigan, 7843 Metro Parkway. 24/7, my phone is on, please call me. We'll schedule the appointment. We are getting busy, so please, we got oil change specials going on, brake specials going on. Any car repairs, transmissions, engines, doesn't matter, please come see me. We'll take care of it. Thank you so much for watching.